Hi, and welcome to another edition of Ice with Jordan. Where is Jordan?
I'm over here checking out one of these wicked cars on today's show. Here's what we've got coming up for you today.
Yeah! It's time for the Thriller with Vanilla, the horsepower test. We have a special treat for you today. We got 3 Ford Cosworths. Paul, why don't you tell us a little bit what you got going on here under the hood?
Right, this is a 1988 F-registered Sapphire two-wheel drive Cosworth. It's just had an engine rebuild not long ago, and he's only pushing out at this moment in time around 300 brake horsepower.
300?
About 300.
Woo! And what do they come with when they're stock?
They're about 220 for a two-wheel drive and slightly more for the four-wheel drive version.
Oh, so they come in both versions?
Yeah, they come two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. As I say, this is just the two-wheel drive version.
So that's quite a bit of a horsepower change there.
Yeah, it is. It is capable possibly of going up to around 400, 450 with a few extra modifications once the engine has been run in. But obviously it's unfeasible to do that until it's done quite a few miles.
Ian, tell us what you got here on yours.
It's very similar to Paul's engine, but this is a four-wheel drive car.
Oh, okay.
But it has got a slightly higher boost pressure, larger injectors, so it runs a bit more boost. There's a bit more fuel available.
Right.
Same as Paul's, it's still being run in, but once it's run in, it'll be able to have a boost up to around 24 PSI, and that'll be around 330 brake.
24 pounds of boost.
Yeah.
And what do they come with on stock form?
7 or 8.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's quite a bit of difference there.
It's a lot of difference.
I bet when you hit that pedal, it really goes, huh?
Really goes.
Oh man, that's awesome. I can't wait to give it a spin. Lee, what do you got done to yours over here?
Well, basically, this is just how Ford intended it. I bought the car and just really took it back to how it should be, really.
Yeah.
Just use it as a show car.
Right.
That's four-wheel drive. This is 1990 on a G.
So it's pretty much in stock form here.
Yeah, I've spent an absolute fortune getting it back to standard and just use it as a show car now.
Show car, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, take it everywhere and show it off and win loads of trophies for it, hopefully.
So what is the price for a stock form, and I want to know the price as well for the modified.
The standard motors are worth more because they're a lot more rare and looked after. This one you'd be setting back. I'm trying to sell it now. It's, I don't know, 12 grand.
12 grand. I know they don't sell these in the States, so it's really rare for me to see a Cosworth like this over here. So it's pretty good of a treat.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ian. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
And I want to know how much does it cost to modify it to this?
To be honest, stop counting at around £10,000.
Above what you have in the car?
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So it should make a big difference when you get the accelerator, huh?
Yeah.
What do you say we give it a spin, guys? What do you think?
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Going in there. My favorite part. Well, there you have it, the true Thriller with Vanilla. And we passed the Cosworths.
Hello and welcome again to Jordan's Strip. This is Paul.
Hi.
With his Astra GSI. Now before I ask him any questions, let's see what your car can do around the strip. must say, that was a pleasure to see a bit of rubber burning around my strip.
Okay.
Yeah, so I must say, Paul, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. And what do you do?
I'm an electrician.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so how long have you had the car?
I've had the car about 2 years now.
Yeah?
So, not bad.
What have you added to it?
It's been bought out from 2 litre 16 valve to a 2.1 16 valve with all the head ported and polished. Throttle body system from QED. I've lowered it from with Coney adjustable shockers.
So you have to be a bit careful when you go up and down the curves.
Yeah, yeah. Especially the
Or
ones
if there's
on
bumps in the road,
Yeah,
you can't really
speed
show
bumps,
off and
yeah.
go fast over them.
Yeah.
Why do you have no bottom? So explain this a bit. This,
Built for serious arse.
yeah.
I'm a doorman in York, like, and I like a bit of arse, so hence the sticker.
Bit of attitude.
Bit of attitude, yeah.
So I like the tyres as well.
Yeah, not bad.
Do they hold the road well?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about the exhaust? Done anything with the exhaust?
Yeah, the exhaust is a stainless steel magnet system. Full
Right.
through cat replacement pipe and standard manifold at the moment.
And what's the sounds like inside?
It's just a Kenwood head unit with a boot player.
Yeah.
Couple of subs and it's all right, yeah, not bad.
You got a girlfriend?
No, single lad.
Oh, say no more. I must say, if you're a doorman, you must meet so many gorgeous girls.
Certainly do,
And
yeah.
are you telling me you've never been naughty in that car?
Never.
You're a liar. You're a liar. Ugh, I better check out the stains, really, didn't
Yeah, I
I?
think you should come and check them out. Yeah, definitely.
Come on then, let's go.
Let's go, yeah.
All right, now it's time for our special report. We've came a long way to check out this awesome Nissan Skyline GTR. Check this out.
The Skyline started to make waves back in 1990 with the R32. With a 2.6-liter straight-six engine and a twin-turbo, the car had over 300 horsepower, which resulted in a 0-60 time in around 4 seconds. 1995 saw the launch of an R33. Using the same 2.6 power plant as the R32, the car had revised transmission and suspension, new wheels, and improved aerodynamic package. Though slightly slower than the R32 in a straight line, it was unbeatable through the corners. All that brings us up to today's model, the fantastic R34. Again, the bulletproof 2.6 engine is used, this time in conjunction with a space-age computer-controlled transmission system. The car also features 18-inch wheels, adjustable spoilers, splitters, and new aggressive body styling. Middlehurst Motorsports are the only official Skyline dealer outside of Japan, so all their cars need to be converted to UK specifications. But it's not all subtle changes that are made as the car can be tuned to earth-shattering 1,000 horsepower. We caught up with Andrew Middlehurst, the man behind these monsters.
It's four-wheel drive, four-wheel steer. It's got, it's got a brain of its own, basically, the car, and when you get into the brain of the car, then you know how to drive it very hard, and then it's very rewarding. It's a very quick car to drive, it's very safe, and it's almost, when I drive the car, it's almost part of me. So its acceleration is very quick, 0 to 60 is under 5 seconds to standard car. You can get it down to about 3.5 because of the grip of the vehicle. It's actually impossible to spin the wheels of this car in the dry. You can rev it up, drop it, and it just transfers the drive up to the front to equalise out the performance from each wheel. I don't think you can ever get bored because the vehicle horsepower is 350 standard, but we've got a vehicle with 650 horsepower, so if you ever want to go a bit quicker or go on the circuit a bit faster or accelerate a bit quicker, there's always some modification you can do. A lot of people do modifications, whether they're small or large. Some people modify the brakes. First upgrade from 350s to 400, and that's about just high 3,000s. But we've got one customer at the moment who's spending nearly 100,000 on the car in total, which is probably like 45,000 worth modifications.
Without a doubt, this car is a wolf in wolf's clothing, so all you Ferrari and Porsche drivers better watch out.
Well, so far it's been one hot show, and I'm sad that we gotta go. So from Ice to Jordan to you, we'll see you in part 2. This part of the show is for you people who thought that fluffy dice were cool hanging from your rearview mirror. We're here to take you to cool school is the Reverend Bob.
All right, so that's 12 boxes of the mineral water. Yeah, it's that heavy on stuff, yeah. It can't be faulty, it's water, you muppet. Oh, no, I can't do it any less. I've got to get all the pews recovered. That Alcantara's day stuff, you know. Hey, look, mate, I'll have to call you back because there's a camera crew about here, so I'm doing a stint for Men and Motors. They want another sermon. All right, man, later. There you are, viewers. Can't stand here doing the only cutaways, all right? Reverend Bob time, Priest Unleashed, have I got a sermon for you today? Now, this might not be the Garden of Eden. It might not be the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which I didn't think were that bad, incidentally. But we are in an oasis in the desert of modified cars. Speaking of desert, that Moses guy, he was there for 40 years, wasn't he? No wonder he was on them tablets. 2 days in Ibiza and I had a cracking headache, all right? But for just a few moments, check out the promised land. All right, we've got a wicked example here for you, yeah? It's a total wicked sports car. If no one had one of these, there'd be no 2x2. 4x4 in it, 4-wheel drive, 180 horses, looks the business. And check that out, it's only 5 grand. Here we are again, yeah? 8 grand. We're talking 300 ZX. We saw our lovely Lady Jordan in one of these the other week, twin airbags, know what I mean? Right? But we've got a V6, we've got over 300 horsepower, 3 litre. Price of a new Fiesta. You make the decision which would you rather go for, and you can take the top off on this one. Nice. Hey, well impressed. Very tasty. Now I know what you're thinking. It's all well and good showing us these high-performance motors, but what about dosh, Reverend? What about dosh? Well, think about it. The cost of a new light Fiesta or Micra, fine, but you need the patience of Job when you're pulling away from the lights. Why not go second-hand? Get something that'll set all the bushes burning. Check them out. Oh, I'm in my element here. Look at that. Hey, check it out. 6295. We've got a bonnet scoop. We've got alloy wheels. We've got load. We've got leather interior, exhaust. It's the business. All for well under the price of a new little runabout Fiesta or Micra. I tell you what, I feel a sermon coming on from the good book. Here we go. Pin your ears back. And as he had his disciples gathered round him, he said, stop, collaborate and listen, because the priest is here and he's on a mission. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, so I stay in my garage modifying daily and nightly. You know what it is, don't necessarily think about a new car. There's some wicked motors out there to be had for a bargain. I've been Reverend Bob, the Priest Unleashed, and remember, the man upstairs, he loves every one of you. Later.
Today we're going to look at the big installs, the ones that you can think up and hopefully pay for we'll create, with some expensive equipment going into these cars like the following: motorised screens,
EQs, processors to enhance different parts of your music, and roof screens for getting more AV into your car. So it's not just about the components, it's also about installation, the way it's installed. And some big systems can take up to £2,000–3,000 just for the installation. And we'll show you some big installs that we've done for our customers shortly. But I'm going to tell you about our BMW, which we're working on at the moment. And this will probably end up being about £40,000. And it's going to have in total 4,000 watts, 6 amplifiers. It's going to have 8 TV screens. It's going to have a Dreamcast machine in it, a VCR, as well as a reversing camera, obviously because there's a big box at the back of it, as you'll see later. So when you put it into reverse, the screen will show you what's behind you. We're going to rebuild the whole of the car and the dash as well, including the doors, and then we'll do the bodywork next year. So you'll see this hopefully at Doncaster completely finished. As we spoke earlier, big installs. Here's one we made earlier. With this car, this has been fully trimmed in blue Alcantara. All the panels have been fabricated around the amplifiers. This is a multi-amp system with each amplifier powering each speaker. It also has an EQ so you can fine-tune your system, a bass enhancer to give you extra bass, and blue neons to highlight what is a visually stunning car. And for £8,000, it's well worth the money. And here's another one. Again, with this one is a full multi-amp system, but taking it one step further, we have a VCR, we have a navigation system, we have a changer. This has all been trimmed in leather. It doesn't stop in the boot. As you can see from inside the car here, we have games consoles, we have screens for the rear passengers. In the front we have a DVD player, a TV tuner, and a motorised screen. So we've got all these gadgets in the car. The best way to enjoy them is on the road.
Hello, this is part of the show which we call Jordan's Vital Statistics, where we find out about the owner and their car. So, hello.
Hi.
And what's your name?
Stephen McCann.
And how old are you?
I'm 27.
And what do you do for a living?
I own a paving company.
Yeah? So how long have you been interested in doing cars up?
Probably about 5 years. This is the one I've done, the only one I've done properly though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what have you done to this one?
Well, I got it when I bought it. It was completely standard. There's practically nothing left on it that's standard.
Really?
I've put a body kit on it. I've put bigger wheels, load of suspension, bit of brakes. I've actually modelled it on a touring car. I'm a big fan of the touring cars.
Oh, really?
And that's where the re-spoiler comes from. And I've basically done everything, retrimmed interiors, you can see the sound system. The engine's not modified as such. The only performance improvement is through the exhaust, which gives it an extra 5 brake horsepower or something.
So what is the brake horsepower?
About 155.
That's still fast then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad, it's not slow.
How much do you think you've spent on it altogether?
I've spent over 10,000 on it.
You're joking.
No.
£10,000?
Yeah.
Think of all the clothes and that I can buy for that. £10,000? Blimey. Have you got a girlfriend?
Yes, I have.
And what does she think of you spending all this money on the car?
She doesn't even like the car.
Oh, doesn't she?
No, she's not interested in cars at all, so she doesn't even like it.
I must say, have you ever got up to any naughty business in this car? With your girlfriend?
I'm saying nothing.
Oh, all right then. One more thing. Is there any way, like, you know, we could have a spin around the track so I can check out the performance of the car?
Yes, no problem.
Do you want to drive or do you want me to drive?
I don't know. What about both?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
Oh, also, I'd just like to say what I'm very impressed with. This Diddy little remote control for the radio. I'm very impressed with that. I want one.
Ice, tell me how you see things.
Well, I see a woman that drives me crazy when I look at her. It makes the Iceman melt when I look at her. Cause she's the one to make Vanilla's blood boil. So open up your hood as I check your oil. I got the right dipstick for the job, honey. So watch me swing while you're dancing in your G-string. And then I'll pull up to your bumper. And if your battery is dead, I'll pull my cable out and jump you, pump you with the juice and keep your engine running. Oh yes, you got the body work to keep the Iceman coming. Again and again, in any type of weather. Let's do it now, baby, now and forever on Men and Motors.
Oh my God, I wish I never asked.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but the show has to come to an end. So from me to Jordan to you, wait a minute, where's Jordan?
Hi, I'm over here, Ice, just cleaning my dirty little bits up. Not what you think, boys. Anyway, see you all next week.
Bye now. What do you got in there?
It's time for me to clean your nuts, isn't it?
Oh.